What if I told you that just 70 years ago, Dubai had no electricity, no clean water, and no Lamborghinis roaring down the highway? Today, it's a playground for the rich. But how did a dusty pearl diving village in the desert become one of the richest cities on Earth? Let's rewind and follow the unbelievable rise of Dubai. At the start of the 1900s, Dubai was a small fishing settlement with around 10,000 men, most of them pearl divers. These weren't luxury vacations. Divers tied rocks to their legs and plunged into the Persian Gulf, holding their breath for minutes at a time. No oxygen tanks, no wetsuits, just a nose clip and raw courage. But pearls were big business. European elites, Indian royalty, and American tycoons all wanted them. Dubai grew richer and increasingly dependent on this one precious commodity. Then, the crash came. In 1929, the Great Depression crushed global demand. People stopped buying luxury items, including pearls. And to make matters worse, Japan discovered how to mass-produce cultured pearls, nearly identical to the real thing but much cheaper. Flooded with fakes, the natural pearl market collapsed. Dubai's economy, built almost entirely on diving, crumbled overnight. And with it, a harsh lesson was learned. Never depend on just one industry. If you're enjoying this journey through Dubai's rise, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more than you think. And it's completely free. We're just getting started, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. After the pearl crash, Dubai was desperate. So, in the early 1900s, its rulers made a bold move. They opened Dubai as a free port. No taxes, no tariffs, no questions asked. Merchants from Persia, India, and beyond began docking here, drawn by low costs and minimal interference. It helped, but global events didn't. World War II disrupted trade. Border tensions with neighboring Abu Dhabi added pressure. Dubai remained poor, underdeveloped, and largely ignored by the West, but that was about to change. In the 1950s, the world wanted oil, and lots of it. Western geologists suspected the Gulf might be sitting on vast reserves. Abu Dhabi struck oil in the late 1950s, so British drillers came to Dubai hopeful. They drilled for 13 years. And found nothing. By the early 1960s, they gave up, packed their bags, headed home. But Dubai's ruler at the time, Sheikh Rashid bin Said Al Maktoum, wasn't ready to quit. He doubled down, insisted on one more try. And in 1966, 3 years after the British left, they hit oil. Off the coast of Dubai, black gold gushed from the ground. And just 3 years later, in 1969, Dubai made its first export. Overnight, Dubai stepped into the modern era. But as the money began to flow, Sheikh Rashid saw something that others didn't. This wealth wouldn't last forever. In 1971, just 2 years after Dubai's first oil export, the British officially withdrew from the Persian Gulf. Dubai joined with 6 neighboring territories to form a new country, the United Arab Emirates. But tensions with Abu Dhabi, the oil-rich capital, meant that Dubai would retain a high degree of autonomy, and Sheikh Rashid wasn't about to sit still. Yes, oil was flowing, but he remembered the pearl collapse all too well. He famously said, "My grandfather rode a camel. My father rode a camel. I drive a Mercedes. My son drives a Land Rover. His son will ride a camel again." That wasn't just a poetic warning. It was a blueprint for survival. So while others were celebrating the oil boom, Sheikh Rashid started pouring billions into something else: infrastructure. In 1979, he shocked the world by building a skyscraper in the middle of a desert, the Dubai World Trade Center. It made no sense. At the time, Dubai had barely 236,000 people, but that tower was only the beginning. Next came massive roads, power plants, and industrial zones. Then, one of the most ambitious engineering projects ever attempted: Port Jebel Ali, the largest man-made port in the world. Why? To diversify away from oil and turn Dubai into a global shipping and logistics hub. And it worked. As trade and cargo traffic grew, so did the city. Dubai started to look less like a desert town and more like a rising empire. By the 1980s, Dubai was no longer just surviving. It was building something much bigger. But here's the twist. Even at its peak, Dubai only held 4% of the UAE's total oil reserves. Most of the black gold was in Abu Dhabi. So, while oil brought in over half of Dubai's GDP in 1975, around $9 billion, Sheikh Rashid knew that window would close. So, he made a move that seemed crazy at the time. He began massive construction projects, not for oil, but for the future. Factories, free zones, industrial hubs. He launched Dubai Aluminium, one of the largest smelters in the world. He built dry docks, positioning Dubai as a maritime powerhouse. Then came the most luxurious gamble yet, the Burj Al Arab, a sail-shaped hotel on its own island. 7 stars, built to make headlines. And that was just the beginning. In 1985, he founded Emirates Airlines with just 2 leased planes. By 2023, it would carry over 50 million passengers a year. The goal? Turn Dubai into a global crossroads. A city where East meets West, and tourists, businesses, and money all flow in. Dubai's location helped. 50% of the world's population lives within an 8-hour flight, so Sheikh Rashid built the airport to match, and the world started to notice. Trade boomed, tourism exploded, and Dubai, once a desert village, was now a destination. As the 2000s began, Dubai wasn't just growing, it was redefining what a modern city could be. And it had one goal: to become the Middle East's first post-oil economy. That meant building big, really big. In 2001, Dubai began construction on Palm Jumeirah, a massive artificial island shaped like a palm tree. It added miles of beachfront property and luxury real estate, a man-made miracle visible from space. In 2004, work began on the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa, opened in 2010. In 2008, Dubai unveiled the Dubai Mall, one of the largest shopping centers on Earth. By now, the message was clear. Dubai wasn't just another Gulf city, it was a global brand. To support the growth, Dubai doubled down on infrastructure, highways, metro systems, and a relentless focus on tourism and logistics. The airport expanded to become the busiest international hub in the world, with over 85 million passengers in 2023. Emirates Airlines helped make Dubai a bridge between Europe, Asia, and Africa, all within a single day's reach. But it wasn't just business. Dubai also offered something rare in the region: tolerance. Unlike many Middle Eastern nations, Dubai welcomed alcohol, pork Western clothing, foreign investors and foreign workers, lots of them. Today, over 88% of Dubai's population is made up of expats. It's a city built by foreigners for the world. Quick question before we move on. What surprises you the most about Dubai's rise? Was it the speed, the scale, or something else entirely? But not everything glittered in the city of gold. Behind the skyscrapers and luxury malls was a harsh reality. Dubai only abolished slavery in 1963, and even after that, its labor system raised global concern. To build its megaprojects, Dubai imported hundreds of thousands of migrant workers, mostly from South Asia. Many lived in overcrowded camps, worked in extreme heat, for low pay and under strict contracts. Deaths on construction sites were often reported vaguely, usually blamed on cardiac arrest or natural causes. But human rights groups saw a pattern: exhaustion, exploitation, silence. The city that rose so fast was built on the backs of those who couldn't afford to leave. And then, there's the demographic imbalance, with 88% of the population being foreign, and most of them having no path to citizenship. Dubai is a city of permanent outsiders. They can build the city, work in it, grow it, but never truly belong to it. Add to that rising heat, economic inequality, and shifting global markets, and the future feels less certain. Dubai looks perfect on the surface, but under the luxury, there are cracks. Dubai's transformation is nothing short of astonishing, from a dusty pearl village to a skyline of steel and glass that pierces the desert sky, from barefoot divers to billionaires on yachts. But underneath the glamour lies a simple truth. Oil was the spark, but diversification was the strategy. While other nations squandered their oil wealth, Dubai used it as seed capital. to build ports, airports, industries, and dreams. Today, oil makes up less than 5% of Dubai's GDP. 50 years ago, it was over 50%. That drop wasn't a failure. It was the plan. Dubai bet everything on the idea that it could become the Middle East's first truly global city. And so far, it worked. But the question remains, can a city built by outsiders, run on ambition and driven by risk, truly last forever? Only time will tell. And if this story helped you see things more clearly, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications for more stories that reveal how money really works. And don't forget to leave a comment. Your perspective might help someone else on the same path. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. If you found Dubai's story fascinating, wait until you hear how a small alpine nation with no natural resources became one of the richest countries on Earth. Switzerland's rise is just as unlikely and even more surprising. Watch it here and see how money, neutrality, and chocolate built an empire.